Oh, it actually felt like it was rather warm this afternoon. Amazing what more warmth than a lack of a breeze will do. But tonight, yeah, it's going to get cold again. Low temperatures in the single digits above and below zero in many locations. A couple of flurries also not out of the question, especially in central and western KELOLAND. Then some snow on the way for Thursday. Not much inch or two type stuff out of this, but it's also going to be windy. We do have some winter weather headlines in place for tomorrow. We'll talk about that and go through the rest of your 7-day forecast coming up. Until then, First at 4 starts right now.
Live from KELOLAND Media Group. KELOLAND News, First at 4.
Clearing the roads before another round of snow. We're going to catch up with county crews coming up.
Plus, an upside to the extreme cold, how anglers are finally able to get out on the ice just ahead.
And recycling Christmas lights while also fighting hunger. What one Minnesota company is doing to help others in its community. Good afternoon, and thanks for tuning in to First at 4. I'm Don Jorgensen.
And I'm Kelly Volk. First off, we have an update on a serious crash west of Sioux Falls on I-90.
The Department of Public Safety says that a 70-year-old man has life-threatening injuries after a box truck crashed into a bridge near the Humboldt exit. Authorities say that the driver was pinned in the truck and had to be extricated. He was taken to a nearby hospital by helicopter. Authorities are looking into what caused the crash, and because of the damage to the bridge, DOT engineers and staff decided to close it to traffic.
This is the second serious crash involving a truck and a bridge. On Thursday last week, the Plankinton Volunteer Fire Department responded to a crash on I-90. In this case, the truck hit the bridge with the pillar going into the box of the truck. Authorities say the driver was taken to the hospital.
Much of southeastern KELOLAND is still digging out and working to clear roads. The Minnehaha County Highway Department is preparing for more snow while still recovering from the last storm. And while this winter is mild in comparison to last year's, there are still complications with most snowstorms.
Cleanup's been pretty easy this winter compared to last year. It's been a breeze. This last storm caused us some issue with the amount of wind that we had, creating some hard drifts and just bad driving conditions overall with the blowing snow, but overall it's been pretty good.
Coming up tonight on KELOLAND News at 10, we have a closer look at how cleanup has gone and how the department is preparing for the snow that's on the way.
You know, I stepped out of my house this morning and I was expecting for it to be freezing outside, but it felt warm.
Yeah, it's kind of deceiving, you know.
Well, it's not warm, but it felt warm.
We're just used to having, minus 35-degree wind chill on us. So, yeah, hopefully everything keeps getting better.
Yeah, it'll get better eventually, but we do take a step backward before we take that leap forward. That being said, though, today was actually a pretty nice day to be out and about, especially considering it felt a lot warmer than it actually was. And again, when you compare temperatures below zero versus double digits above zero, yeah, you're going to see a noticeable difference all the same. We have a few flurries out there this afternoon as we take a look at live Doppler radar. Not really amounting to too much, kind of there for show more than anything else, but they're still out there. Still may see a few flakes as we kick off the evening commute. A little more substantial moisture, and I'm using that phrase a little loosely there, toward Valentine points east in northern Nebraska. Beyond that, it's pretty quiet. 15 in Aberdeen right now with cloud cover building in a little bit more. Westerly wind at just 9 miles per hour. All in all, again, it has been a pretty nice day. 19 downtown. That is our current and our high temperature so far. But notice the cloud cover in place, though. Northwest wind to 7 miles per hour. It really did feel a lot warmer out there this time around. 23 Chamberlain, 20 for Mitchell as well as Yankton. But then you have 10 in Ortonville and 11 in Sisseton. But then you have 31 to offset that in Pine Ridge, 28 for Custer, 27 Rapid City, 25 in Spearfish. And it is a noticeable difference compared to yesterday by around 10 degrees near and south of the I-90 corridor. Less impressive gains, if you will, up to the north, but still milder compared to yesterday all the same. We don't have a whole lot of anything going on beyond those little snow showers, not to mention the cloud cover that's been building in. But as we head into tomorrow through 6 a.m. Central, 5 a.m. Mountain Time Friday, we do have a winter weather advisory in place starting up in Harding County and then moving southeastward through Mobridge, Pierre, Chamberlain, Miller, Huron, Mitchell, and through the Sioux Falls area. Not a lot of snow, but an inch or two, locally upward of 3 inches of snow, not out of the question, but we're also looking at the potential for blowing snow as we go through your day on Thursday as well, because it is going to be breezy. Highs tomorrow, yeah, we're back in the single digits above zero again for southeastern and northeastern KELOLAND as well, with that snow moving on through. Even out west, you take a pretty decent step backward in the single digits and low to mid-teens, but notice that wind really picking up. I mentioned we did take a leap forward on the thermometer. We do that next week. We'll talk about that coming up as we get through the hour.
Okay, sounds good. Thanks, Adam. The new year comes with new requirements for long-term and short-term rentals in Sioux Falls. Residential rental in the city will now need to be permitted. The new permit program took effect January 1st, replacing the city's previous rental registration process.
Some of the things that are new in terms of just policy directives is this new permitting process we believe is going to provide more clarity both for rental owners as well as tenants.
Along with the permit, property managers or owners will also have to provide and maintain contact information, attend a 2-hour training session, and eventually pay a one-time permit fee of $50. We'll take a closer look at the changes coming up tonight on KELOLAND News.
A recycling plant in Minnesota is looking to help homeowners dispose of their old holiday lights while also fighting hunger. Barrett Leone explains how the Christmas decorations can help others.
CW Metals in Lakeville specializes in recycling all things metal.
So we buy all different grades of coppers, brasses, aluminum.
But this year, they're also accepting donations.
Copper is an incredibly in-demand material.
In holiday decor, the company is asking anyone to donate new, used, or broken holiday lights.
They're very recyclable, and let's be honest, they don't work a lot of the time.
The lights will find new life.
Any light that goes into your trash bin would end up in a landfill, most likely never to be recovered again.
But will help support life, too.
People have come far and wide to deliver lights.
All donation proceeds will go towards the Open Door, a local nonprofit working to end hunger.
We feel like it will be very impactful going forward, and realistically, the sky's the limit.
In this first year of the campaign, Walsh hopes to generate $10,000.
We feed over 15,000 people a month right here in our community.
The Open Door Executive Director, Jason Vienna, says that money will fund 2 weeks' worth of food purchases.
That's going to help thousands of families and help us do a job, hopefully providing some things that we don't always have access to.
An impact that stretches.
It's a win-win-win.
Far beyond the landfill.
I think it's going to help more than just the Open Door. It's going to help the environment, and it's going to help everyone that is able to make an easier decision.
In Lakeville, Barrett Leone, WCCO News.
In Sioux Falls, you can take old strings of Christmas lights to the household hazardous waste facility for free.